Hi Cancer, I hope that you're all doing well. We are here with your reading, what you need to know for November. The first card that we have out is the Sun. The Sun is a card of joy, happiness, liberation, energy, fun, enjoyment, creativity, self-expression, passion, purpose. I kind of get a feeling of sort of wanting to show up and shine even, but then having the Eight of Swords there can be kind of getting stuck on the path to doing that. Like you had an intention to have fun or to show up or to express yourself or to like let yourself go so you can express yourself. But then having the Eight of Swords, and this can also be feeling excited about something and feeling a sense of joy about something, or just like purely for the sake of, you know what the feeling that you get when you just enjoy something because you enjoy it, and it's not because there's an expectation or because you're forcing yourself to or something like that, but there's just like really pure joy there. Sun is connected with that. It's connected with your authenticity. It's connected with what resonates with you. Having Eight of Swords can be feeling stuck from that. This can be like a creative block or an expressive block or a block from feeling fun, joy, excitement. And then having Queen of Pentacles can be maybe because of responsibilities that you have, or you can feel like, well, I need to take care of this, or I need to do that, or I need to get this done. You can feel like you have to maybe choose something else over what you would prefer. Or like you have to, there's something about responsibility or taking care of things that can have you feeling like, well, I can't have fun because I have to do this instead. Or I'm expected to play this role. So something goes from potentially being exciting and fun and being filled with joy to then feeling anxiety or feeling shut down or feeling secluded in some way or blocked, and then feeling like I have to show up and I have to do this stuff, or I have to take care of this, or like what's going to be happening later on. So there can maybe be a concern that's connected with the future here that doesn't allow you to enjoy the present moment. I really do get the sense from the Sun of, if you didn't have these worries and these pressures and these anxieties, this feels like something would feel really fun for you. But you can feel like, I can't disconnect from that. I can't disconnect. I'm getting like major confirmation of this. I can't disconnect from that. These obligations or the stuff that I have to do, or these worries or these pressures. It's like you go from like feeling really happy and smiling really big and just feeling the energy coming up within you and sort of surfacing, and then some bad news comes in, but it's not bad news, it's just like your anxiety coming up and tapping you on the shoulder and being like, oh, you thought you were going to be happy right now? So it's something like that comes through and happens, and you can feel like it really affects your ability to feel that sense of joy and carefree fun, like I'm just allowing myself to enjoy myself right now. Feels like it takes away that pleasure and also that recreation. Some of you, there's a possibility of worrying about something on a practical level, and it may actually have you turning away from something that you want. I need to clarify this because that doesn't make sense to see. When we have 9 of Cups, but then 8 of Cups is next to it, 9 of Cups can be like happiness, joy, wishes, like what you really want, what you would feel a sense of fulfillment within. And then 8 of Cups can be like walking away from that. I'm hearing the word pressure again. It's like you have something in your hands that you want, or something right in front of you that you want, and there's like immense joy and immense happiness, and then walking away from it. So let's see what's happening with this. Why would that be here? Justice reversed. This can be a misalignment with your values. This can be like a misunderstanding. Because justice coming out, if justice were upright, you can know that maybe something's out of alignment, but justice coming out reverse can mean that there is like it's not the right call to walk away. Justice reversed. Because that came out very blatantly. What this can mean is that you think your values are one thing, and you make a choice, and then you find out later that you misinterpreted that, and now can be a time when that's actually corrected. If there is something that you like genuinely feel really happy with, why would there be a walking away from it? Like if there is a wish fulfillment in front of you, why would you walk away from that? Having justice come out reversed feels like it would be for the wrong reasons. Walking away from something for the wrong reasons. Walking away from something you want for the wrong reasons. I wonder too if this could maybe be somebody else's energy. Like maybe something was going on that felt really happy and you had something that you wanted, but then like potentially this could be somebody walking, like let's say that you got into a relationship with somebody and you felt really happy with it. This can be them walking away thinking the grass is going to be greener on the other side for some reason. And it would be, again, like for the wrong reasons. Because when justice is reversed, like those are the right, when justice is upright, those are the right reasons. When justice is reversed, this will be for the wrong reason, something being done. And so there will actually be stepping away from joy, stepping away from what one wants, stepping away from fulfillment, and towards 10 of Swords. So this can actually be like personally a really painful choice, but I still don't get why this is being made, like why that would be happening. Like why would somebody walk away from something that they wanted? If 9 of Cups is what somebody wants, why would somebody walk away from that? With the 8 of Cups, why would somebody look at that and say this isn't what I want and then walk away? But that's not actually true. There's like something wrong here with this. I wonder too if this comes from a place of anxiety because of 8 of Swords being there. What's being worked on, changes happening. What's been being invested in, things expanding. I wonder if this is just an anxiety about that. Like, for some of you, maybe Eight of Cups didn't actually happen, but there's a thought about that, a thought about walking away from what one wants from a place of anxiety, or fearing that the other person will walk away from something that's going well. This energy will come back around. For those of you that this is happening and it's not you that's walking away, it's the other person, what I'm seeing is that down the line, this is going to be corrected, or there will be an attempt to correct it. So if you have somebody walking away from you and you know that things were actually working and you feel like it's for the wrong reasons that they're walking away, know that this is going to come back around and they're going to try to like recreate this with you in the future, I'm seeing. I don't think though that this is the only way to interpret it. So I want to also, like, that will definitely be someone's story, but I also want to see like what else is coming out from this, because there can be other storylines that are going on here too. I'm seeing someone feeling cut off from joy. This also feels like distant from the energy of the sun, which will help one's authenticity, one's self-expression. Eight of Swords can be this being muted. And there can be like even a withholding or a holding back. Something else that I'm getting from this, though, that can take place is that if something is happening that's not right, that can also be why there's a need to step away from something. Because justice can be something going on that can feel like something wrong is happening and it's not being corrected, or even there's a lack of accountability with justice reversed. And so even though you may want something to work, there may have to be a stepping away from it if there is a lack of accountability. But this feels like like if you were in pure, I want to be very specific deliberate with what I'm about to say. If another person is involved in this, if you and this person were in like your purest alignment with your values, you can find it's compatible with you guys. But if that's not happening, that's where this issue can be. And that's also why things can come back around later. Because what I'm seeing is that something that you're going to feel happy with is being connected with the future and what's going to be happening. There's some type of self-work that's happening as well. There can be a concern about changes that are happening, but I'm seeing learning and growing taking place. And this also feels like what is this? Feels like everything was good and things were feeling happy. And then there is the stepping away. And then there is the sort of pain and coming to terms that follows. And I'm seeing something that's been being invested in. I'm seeing a change. But then I'm also seeing stuff alluding to the future path. And there being an illumination of future stuff. And maybe even what happens later down the line as well. But this can mean too that there's stuff that's being processed, that the process will be complete once we get further along in the timeline. I'm definitely seeing change happening through like self-knowledge, self-awareness. Like having Jupiter and the Sun, this can be some really deep philosophical insight about self that one is gaining, which can also give insight about others too. And what you can also be recognizing too is maybe where stuff doesn't fully align and choices that are made when this fully comes to light. Things that are being worked on, things that can also, you can look at and say, why am I doing this? And move in the direction of something that you feel like is more progressive for you. I want to say too, like I'm definitely seeing some type of trade-off where if what's coming to light for you is I need to focus on me, I need to do what I need to do for myself, for those around me. So Queen of Pentacles is about yourself. Queen of Pentacles is also about the stuff that you take care of. So it can be like your home, or it can be your kids, or it can be your family, or your animals, or it can be your close relationships, anything in your personal life, including yourself, that's important to you. Having Sun come out can be shedding light on where maybe you haven't been making moves that actually feel really necessary for you. Like, this is how I show up for myself, and I haven't been showing up for myself. Because Eight of Swords can show you where you've been blocked. Eight of Swords can show you anxiety. Eight of Swords can shed light on what thoughts have been holding you back from showing up for yourself, and also to showing up in your life in a way where you're enjoying it, where it's fun for you, where you feel like you get your energy and your vitality back because Sun is connected with your vitality. And this can also be shedding light on what you want, and you becoming more aware of what you want, what you're wishing for, what you dream of, what you want to experience, where your fulfillment is. And Eight of Cups can mean that means also too, in recognizing what you do want on a deeper level, you can recognize maybe what you have going on currently that is not meeting that standard. And so this means that there can be, some of you, this isn't going to happen now, this is going to happen a bit later down the line. You can be becoming more and more aware of something that is out of alignment within your life on an internal level. So this will be on a feeling level. There will be something that you feel like this isn't meeting a feeling need, or this isn't allowing me to feel connected, or I can't connect with this, or this isn't fulfilling something for me. And Ten of Swords is going to be the making a decision to close out that cycle in order to go towards what you want. So when you become aware of what you want, if you have something going on that you look at and you're like, this isn't what I want, there will be the choice to close that cycle out in order to go for what you want. And for some of you, this has to do with something that you've currently been investing in, and a change that's going to be happening in the future, but might not be right now. But this can be something that you're becoming aware of during the month of November. There can be something that you're aware of that you've been involved in, and you can feel like this is kind of empty for me now. And you can know that it's not really appealing to you personally, and that there isn't personal fulfillment, or there isn't personal satisfaction, or there isn't personal connection with something for you. And some of you, I feel like for the majority of you, I'm not seeing you necessarily making the choice to do something about this in November. This feels more so like this comes to light in the month of November. And it feels like it comes to light in a way where there is something very powerful that you connect with, and then it feels like it gets kind of shut down because of stuff that you have going on that's not in alignment with that. and it may be a moment where you recognize, like, you plug into something that feels right, and so it also sort of sheds light on what's not aligned. And then you get to make a choice depending on that. But it doesn't look to me like the choice is made during November. It looks like it happens after November. So this can be something where it's just like you're taking time to process, where something that, I mean, 8 of Swords going into 8 of Cups, this can be something that you don't want it to be like that, or you're having a hard time acknowledging that or accepting that for yourself. And saying, like, things will really change if I, like, allow myself to go there, or if I really acknowledge this feeling that I'm having. And so that can be a lot. And so it may, because it looks like this is something that you have maybe put a lot of time into, put a lot of energy into. And so there can be a sense of you've been committed to this. Simultaneously, you can know it's, like, not your truth anymore. That it doesn't align anymore, and that you actually feel very disconnected. And this feels, again, like it comes to light because you experience a situation where you do feel really happy, where you do feel really excited, or you feel like your vitality boost, or you see something that you want, or you feel something that you want, and then you look at what you have going on and you're like, this doesn't compare. And it's showing this thing is out of alignment, or it's like really showing it like pales in comparison. And you almost can't unsee it then at that point, but it can take a while to process. So this feels like something that I'm, again, not seeing you make the choice. This can also be a discompatibility, a lack of compatibility with values. I'm getting confirmation of this too. For some of you, partnership can be involved. So this can be feeling like I'm recognizing what my values are, and that this is very important to me within a relationship. You can be seeing that maybe a partner of yours or a close relationship of yours, it does not align with that. And that's why you feel disconnected the way that you do, because you guys, it's not like you're wrong or like they're wrong. It can be an incompatibility. That can also be with having justice reversed. It can also be that too. Can be like not feeling like you're on the same wave. And it really does feel like a moment where you can't unsee it, where this becomes more apparent. And that then there's the whole wrapping your head around this, or even beginning to process this being a reality for you, like a truth for you. And it can be something where you're very like, you may not want it to be like that, because there can even be a breaking of a contract that's connected with this, or a separating that happens. Like even justice reverse can even be a divorce. But keep in mind, that can be many different things. Like sure, it can be a divorce within a marriage, but it can also mean like a divorce from, you're not going to be working somewhere anymore. Or it can be just like, keep in mind that the words can be like very interpretive. So there are different ways that this can resonate. Some of you, sure though, it can like really just be straight up a relationship that you have for like a marriage. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Go on. I want to say this again. I'm not seeing, this feels like like something happens and you see your future very clearly. Like you see something having to do with your purpose, your path, what you're meant to be doing, like where you're meant to be going, like what your path can look like, and like what you would feel excited for your path to look like. And the only thing between you and that would be anything that you're holding on to that's not in alignment anymore, and it comes to light what is like no longer for you anymore, like what you don't like sort of connect with anymore. And this is part of the work that you're doing on yourself, for you to show up as best as possible within your personal life. And for some of you within your family, this is part of it. But I'm seeing this be especially having to do with stuff that you're doing for and with yourself on a personal level, and the truths that are coming to light that can be really difficult to come to terms with. But as you are ascending, as you're learning, as you're growing, as you are becoming more and more self-aware, it's like you can't really hide from the truth anymore. And this feels like a truth that comes up that can be a hard one to accept. Simultaneously, it is one that's coming to light in the month of November. And it looks like after November sometime, a choice is going to be made about what you want to do with this. Because you're going to know, like, it's not just like you unknowingly being within something anymore. This is going to feel like you can make a choice to stay within something that you know is not aligned, and you know what will come of that, versus making maybe a more difficult choice for things to be better for your future. And that be, hi babe, and that be what's coming up. And so there's not going to be that, like, I didn't know what I was choosing. This puts you in a place where you are the one making the choice. And so there's that responsibility that's being made, or that you're connecting with, that comes to light. Because there's no longer ignorance anymore about this. I'm seeing you become fully aware in the month of November what this is for you. Like, no more not seeing it anymore. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everyone for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm sending everybody love, and I hope to catch you guys next time.